Hey, how's it going? Today is 21st of February, Wednesday, and we are taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities are available up there. There is something I was taking a look at yesterday, so I thought might as well perhaps cover that in more detail. I have some pushback, I have perhaps my own understanding I can bring into this article, but first, let's start by taking a look at it, and we can progress from there. That would be a press release made with regards to UK, Japan, and Italy signing international stealth fighter jet program treaty. Okay, let's try to understand it, and I have a lot of comments. But either way, it's great that they have signed it. So let's read it first, and from there we can progress. UK signs international treaty with Japan and Italy for a future combat air program that aims to develop an innovative stealth fighters with supersonic capability and equipped with cutting-edge technology. With these fighter jets, they're gonna be looking to solve three different problems. So something I familiarized myself yesterday, right? As well as there might be some reasons why all this contract might fall apart. Just because, as of now, Japan's stance is Japan is neutral. Japan is not taking part in anything of that sort of, right? So it's within Japan, it still needs to be approved, and all the work is going to be carried out within UK. So there's a lot, there's a lot to cover. World's leading stealth future fighter aims to improve military capabilities, providing strategic benefits for all three countries. Okay, it's something that we're going to be discussing within this article, right? UK-based headquarters will support hundreds of jobs with initial leadership position for Japan and Italy, which is, I think, it's great. I think time frame to complete this project is roughly about 10 years. So this is something they're looking to do 10 years. Uh, One of the biggest problems that currently they're working on is they still man it. So man would need to sit in this jet. So that's one of the biggest problems. Why would you put the person inside it? I don't understand this part, but either way, that's my personal feedback. The UK has signed an international treaty with Japan and Italy for a future combat air program that aims to develop an stealth fighter jet with supersonic capabilities and equipped with cutting edge technologies. Cutting edge, perhaps that would be communication, stealth, and supersonic that would be speed. So we're looking at three areas, right? First one would be stealth, right? Second, supersonic, so that would be speed. And third one, they might be discussing that a little bit later about communications, right? So three areas only. It's only the thing they're gonna be looking to solve with this shit. Anyway, that's what I guess. Treaty marks the key stage of a landmark global combat air program, and the headquarters of the program will be based in Britain. The combat aircraft due to take off in skies by 2035. 11 years, right? Okay, okay. Aims to harness next generation technologies and become one of the world's most advanced interoperable, adaptable, and connect fighter jets served globally. The program is expected to create highly skilled jobs in the UK and in partner countries over the next decade or beyond, right? It all think it would be great, right? Only if I don't know what they actually gonna be looking to do that. I'm gonna begin speculating. I don't think they're gonna. I think that's a cash cow. This is what they're gonna be doing, right? They're gonna manufacture those in order to sell those. So it's a different contract here, if you would ask me, because there is a person inside. The same contract, most likely there was. We're not discussing that, but most likely the same contract was offered to US, and US wasn't interested. Since there's a lot of things when it comes to military grade equipment, right? It might be defined as dual use equipment, right? And in order to sell it, right, there's gonna be a lot of issues there. Then you would like to sell some of the equipment, right? If you're gonna build most cutting edge technology and later you would like to sell it, You don't want to have very strong opponents, so to say, right? So if you're gonna build something, in order to sell it, they're gonna have a lot of cash cows, right? And that I think that's a real contract here. It's not defense or anything like that. If you would ask, most likely that's what they're gonna do. I don't know what's surprised. 40 million for one chip. If they're gonna build 400 of those and sell it, perfect. Who's buying it? They're gonna sell those, and usually governments would build it to defend themselves. I think this contract is gonna be government's gonna build it in order to sell it. It's a different contract. Supersonic style jet will boost powerful radar that can provide 10,000 times more data that current systems, giving battle winning advantages. There are some names. I'll skip all of those, right? So there might be different projects, right? By the end of it, I'll try to reach out and see how myself I can take part in this. Again, there's so many different names. I'd rather stay away from names. The treaty confirms the UK will host the joint GCAP government headquarters, supporting headquarters in UK jobs and working in Japan's and Italy colleagues. The first CEO will come from Japan. The HQ will be responsible for delivering vital military capabilities, strengthening each country's combat air industry capabilities and achieving value for money. I think as of now, inventory that Japan has is about 92 fighter jets. So we can sell all this inventory as well as we can replace that inventory with the new fighter jets and sell those again. If you would ask me, that's what's happening here. High ticket items, right? So it's the only thing what they're looking to accomplish, as well as most likely to begin arms sales dealer. Japan would need to have receive approval, right? As of now, I don't think Japan has it, since Japan stands as neutral. Well, I want to take a look at all of those three economies and the performance of those economies. I think Japan, UK slipped into recession. I don't know how Italy is doing. So it's the only thing what they're gonna be doing here. They're gonna manufacture arms in order to sell those. Or some other countries who's buying it, right? Supporting the Prime Minister priority to grow economy. There are already around 3,000 people in major combat air hubs across UK, including the Southwest, Northwest, England, and Edinburgh, with almost 600 organizations on contract across the country. Okay. So that's part that I'm interested in, including SMEs and academic institutions, right? That would be just manufacture in order to sell. So if that's how we can get into this kind of project, right? As well as Japan itself, not necessarily would have access to NATO. Perhaps other countries would. So perhaps Japan, by collaborating with Italy and UK, we have access to sell some of the arms to NATO. There's wider markets, right? Instead of doing everything themselves, but either way, right? That's my own understanding, right? In combat air, Minister of Defense has spent 2 billion in the UK over the last 5 years on technology, creating skills and capabilities within further 600 millions from industry to ensure that UK is already driven program forward. Something that I was thinking of look at previously, right? And UK's as of now, it's a number of people that will be 12,500 or so. Minister of Defense only. Budget, I can't remember. I think it was about 13 billion or so they are operating with. So we need to improve that if we can. We need to raise capital somehow, right? A crucial program for the future of stability of Euro-Atlantic into the Pacific and wider global security is a strong example of the UK's global leadership development nation-relation military capabilities to deter and defeat threats to UK and allies, right? I think in Japan's defense, right? So South Korea sold so much of its inventory to places like Poland recently. Why cannot Japan do it, right? Both UK and Japan slides into recession in the second half of 2023, according to figures released this week after the gross domestic product contracted by 0.3 and 0.4% respectively in the year final quarter. Something that I managed to find, but it was released 3 days ago. And if so, people need to get busy, so to say, right? It is another demonstration of our commitment into Indo-Pacific security following the development of Royal Navy's Carrier Strike Group in 2021, with a further development coming in 2025, as well as the Navy maintaining a persistent. Okay. I don't know what Navy has to do with anything. Other talking about fighter jets, lifting those off the carriers, so to say, perhaps. Separately, a new joint business contract will be headquartered in UK with significant global presence. This industry counterpart of the government's organization will oversee support and timely delay of the program, including 2035 in the service date to combat aircraft known as Tempest in UK. Okay. I don't know. Tempest, would that mean strike from very far distance? Tempest would mean someone strikes to be carried out without putting or placing a pilot into danger. If you would ask me if that's what they're looking to accomplish, removing pilot of needing and sitting in the jet, but that's a time frame, 10 years. Not necessarily we can deliver that within a time frame of 10 years, as well as other countries not interested, including some of the countries being US on fighter jets or aircraft spending at the top, right? Second on development of some of the technologies might be Turkey, and China might be third perhaps. And now other governments taking action in catching up, if not in technology catching up, looking to catch up in GDP overall, if you would ask me. This collaborative approach is indicated throughout groundbreaking international program. GCAB will attract investment in research and development into digital design and advanced manufacturing processes, providing opportunities for a next generation of highly skilled engineers and technicians. Great opportunity, right? I'll see how I can chat to this team, perhaps we can do some great things together. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a book, that would be Project Fifth Flow. In this book, I'm taking a look at body and what would be important for everyone to know when it comes to body. That information would be broken down into very basic one, easy for beginners, and I would be progressing all the book to a professional level. Hopefully, I could bring everyone up to speed of what will be required when it comes to begin earning money from fitness. Something perhaps you enjoy doing, if not yet. I would look looking to share a lot of information, at least understanding. Once you understand what you're doing, then you can begin enjoying spending more time working out, lifting weights, and all those good things, right? If it's something yourself you're interested in, there's going to be a QR code in the corner, company's website below. Uh, there might be a lot of opportunities, right? It's just touching on those, as well as additional systems can be introduced as they go, perhaps on top of those platforms that they're going to be building, right? Just the need of having a person sitting in a cabin, I would say that that's kind of stepping back instead of stepping forward, right? It's just that if there would be any feedback, they perhaps should consider some of those areas. Unless what I'm saying is most likely they're just gonna sell all inventory. It would be just in order to sell it, right? Thanks for watching. See you next one.